Hi, this is Lisa again. This is part 2 of my video. My video cut off because my phone ran out of room, so it just shut down the video. So I had to take some time and clean out some videos and some pictures out of my phone, and I removed a bunch of apps so I could finish this story. What I won't do to tell a good story. So it's getting late and I'm really, really tired, but I'm going to finish the story. I know I got off track a lot and I'm sorry. I have a really hard time staying on track. So, okay. So, I know it's kind of dark in here, but I'm getting tired and the lights are hurting my eyes. So, okay, where I left off was the girl broke my key fob. And so when I was at the mechanic that I just talked about, I've forgotten the name of it now. Nickel and dime. Nick. Okay. Nick. He's like, yeah, I can program your key fob. Just get one on Amazon and I'll program it for you. And he told me he'd charge me X amount of dollars. And I'm like, oh, man, thank you. And so he's being really kind to me because M is his friend and M is my friend. And so never discount the value of being friends with a homeless person, especially if they grew up in this town. You know, they got connections. So, you know, this is a wild and crazy story. I understand that. And why I wanted to tell this story was because of the incredible the people I'm meeting, because of the cats. I'm meeting all these people and I'm frustrated. Yeah. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. But I'm also so blessed. I feel so blessed to meet these people. They're like, I don't know. They're special people. And I'm blessed to know them. My life is going in a really strange direction, like not my life ever before. In all these 60 years, I've not, known really the names of homeless people or, taking care of a colony of kitties. But I'm trying to be the best version of myself, and I'm open to the possibility of what I can do to be valuable to my community and to add value to the community. And so I've stumbled upon M. I know I blurped out his name a couple of times and that was accidental, but I'm back to calling him M. If I hadn't been taking care of these kitties, I wouldn't have met him. And I wouldn't have had this help with my car. I would have been spending a bunch of money somewhere else, probably getting ripped off more. I mean, thousands of dollars I spent at between Augusta and Evans. What is it called? tire engineers and something something. They have a location near Costco in Augusta, and then they have a location in Evans by Mellow Mushroom. I've given them thousands of dollars, and the problem that was with my Nissan was never fixed. They fixed this, they fixed this, they fixed this. They put in a rebuilt transmission, and my transmission went out in less than a year. I'm just overwhelmed with this. Like, I thought in the South, women were endeared. Like, treated well. You know, I've lived all over this country. I've never been so screwed with car situations as I have here in the South. Holy crap, it's unbelievable to me. When I lived in Wyoming, I had the same mechanic for years. He treated me very, very well. You know, small town community. I graduated from high school there. One of the guys that worked there was somebody that I graduated from high school with. I had a good rapport with them. They never did me wrong. They never screwed me over. Never. I lived in New Hampshire for 17 years. I didn't face this kind of stuff. You know, I got good deals. I got treated respectfully. I was not screwed over financially in the vehicle department. I just don't understand. So, Georgia, South Carolina, step it up. Treat women better. I don't understand it. So, the rest of most of the world is treating women better. Yes, I know I'm scratching a lot. I have really thick hair and my scalp itches all the time. I don't know why, it just does. I don't have cooties, I don't have fleas. I have a very itchy scalp. Always. Anyway, so I'm grateful that I ran into M. I'm just so blessed. You know, after we left the car shop, you know, I shouldn't quote the prices that I, you know, with nickel and dime, because, you know, somebody else might get charged more and they might get upset. So I'm not going to say prices, but he was very reasonable. And M, you know, I had bought, you know, one of my favorite places to eat is Mosh Pit Eats. And I love the Crazy Train and the Rasta pasta salad. And I had gone there and all I had eaten was the pasta salad. That's all I had time for. And so my lunch is in the back seat and I'm hungry. And I'm back to the kitty place. I pick up my trap. I had not trapped the kitten. It had been sitting there all this time with canned food in there, and it never got in that trap, even though it was hungry. That stinking little crybaby brat. Oh, so, you know, I put the trap back in the car, and I was like, oh, my food's still in the car. And I said, hey, M, how about if I give you half of my sandwich? It's called a Crazy Train. It's made with turkey. It's really good. He's like, sure. So I, you know, put my half of the sandwich in a bag And then I left the other half of the sandwich in the to-go box, and I said, well, hey, do you like pickles? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, okay, you can have the pickle. And I'm like, would you like the brownie? He's like, sure. And I said, okay, you can have the brownie. And then I asked the most silliest question. I said, well, I told him I'd pay him to feed the kitties for me while I'm pet sitting in Grovetown. And then I was like, well, do you need the money now? And he looked at me. He looked at me like, are you for real, lady? I said, oh my God, that must have just been the most stupid question I've ever asked in my life. I'm asking a homeless man if he needs money right now. It was so comical, and we were both laughing at the situation. I was so grateful that he wasn't like insulted or anything. He just realized that, I'm out of my element. I'm trying to learn all this stuff. And I was just laughing. I said, I'll just give you $5 right now. And I was like, I would rather that you didn't buy cigarettes with it, but I mean, it's your money. So you do whatever you want to do with it because it belongs to you. And I'm just really grateful for your help. Thank you so much. So why am I telling this story? I'm telling this story for a couple of reasons. When I ask for money to help with spaying and neutering and feeding these kitties, I make myself very accountable every time. I take a picture of the receipt when I spend money, like on cat food, and I post it. This is how much money I had. This is what I spent. This is what's left. I post that. I keep myself accountable. I'm not screwing anybody over. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't feel good when it happens, and I'm not going to do it. So that's part of why I also want to talk about M and how, his life, for whatever reason, he's ended up homeless at the age of 60, 61, 62. He's like my age. He's homeless. He's able to work on cars. I don't know why he's not working at a shop. He works at this shop, nickel and dime, sometimes when he needs some money. But maybe they just don't need him full time. I don't know. But I'm just sending good energy to him. I'm going to just, when I'm doing my Reiki, I'm a Reiki master as well as a pet sitter. Most of the Reiki I do is for free because I'm just, I just want to help people. So, I mean, I get paid for it too. But when I send people energy, you don't have to pay me for that. I'm just going to do it. So I'm sending him energy because he's there for me when I need him when I'm there. He's a homeless guy and he's there for me. And the kindness of this Nick at Nickel and Dime, I think his name is so clever. His name is Nick, and he named his auto shop Nickel and Dime. A play on words. I just think that's cute. Something just occurred to me in this very moment that Nickel and Dime, like in the 80s, we used to call marijuana bags nickel bags, dime bag. I hope it's not like that. I don't know. I don't care. He was good to me. He helped me and he treated me very respectfully. We had some laughs. It was great. And I felt safe there. So that's what matters to me. I mean, I don't care about marijuana as long as you don't drive while you're stoned. smoke pot. I don't care. So, I could be really upset. And I am. I'm upset about the Subaru, and I wasn't given the value I thought I was given. But I'm also blessed because of it. I'm meeting people. I met Nick, and I wouldn't have met him otherwise, most likely. You know, I'm building this relationship with M, the homeless man, and I'm finding him to be very reliable. I love these kitties. I love the kitties. If I could bring them all home, I would. There's 13. When I first started, there was 15. We rescued 9 or 10. Actually, I think we rescued 10. Sorry, I got the hiccups. That beautiful calico that was her, it died. Pretty kitty got rescued by Hands to Paws, and she has a home. I'm so happy about that. I loved Pretty Kitty. Oh my God. She would jump in my car and want to go with me. And then I'd pet her and she'd be all meow, meow, meow. And then she'd like love bite my finger. Not hurt me, but just love bite it. She was such a stinker. But, and then there's these other kitties that I absolutely love. The gray boy that's got the hurt tail now, he's a beautiful cat. And then there's this big orange cat. He's very dominant. But oh my God, he sees my car and here he comes. And he's just so loving. Like, he's like a boss. Like, I'm the boss of these cats. But yet, he's a good kitty. He's not mean. And then there's the girl who, she lives under a house, but she goes down the street. And when she sees my car, she runs down the middle of the street. And I'm praying every time, angels, please don't let her get run over. She's right there in the middle of the street. And she's so cute. She's like white underneath. Then she's got like the gray and like the tabby look. And she's so pretty. And she's just meow, 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 meow. And she sees me and she rolls around in the middle of the street. And I'm like, no, get out of the street. And I have to like run over into the grass and say, come over here, kitty. Come over here, kitty. Because I don't want her to get hurt. These cats would do well in homes. I just hope they get adopted. They're just precious. And they're already spayed and neutered, except for the gray. The pregnant kitty didn't show up today. She's very scared. She's very confused. Somebody's dropped her off. And I was actually going to try to trap her today. But I ended up trying to trap Crybaby Brat. So, I'm going to continue with getting the old man's ramp, G, get that done. I'm going to have to come back online and say, hey, his dog needs to go to the vet. There were people who offered money. One of them I did message with, and I said, okay, when I figure out how much I need, I'll ask for it. And then, I'll make it completely like, if I take the dog to a vet, nobody will have to give me money for it. They can just give the vet the money. And then, that's some accountability I don't have to be responsible for. Because I really don't want to be responsible for it. But, some of it I kind of have to be just to get this, do this. So, so when I get to that place, which will be very soon, we'll get the dog taken care of. We'll get the ramp built, or the ramp that's already made, put up, whatever ends up happening. I've got to give this more good energy. If you're watching this video, please give the ramp situation, the kitty situation, the old man in the wheelchair situation, just send it some positive vibrations. Send it some good energy, please. You could really help me that way, and help them that way. Give it some good positive energy. Just, how do you do that? If you don't know, you just think about it. You think about it and just send it good intentions. Like, I really hope that old man in the wheelchair, G, gets his ramp. Just say that, and you're sending good energy. It's that easy. So please do that. It's been interesting. It's exhausting. This is not where I thought my life would be at 60. I thought I would be getting more closer to retiring, not doing more. But, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. And I want to be open to helping my community be a better place. And so I guess this is what I'm doing. And I'm good with animals. Animals love me. So it only makes sense that I have a cat colony. Right? Somebody asked me, I don't know who, somebody was asking me, do you trap dogs? I'm like, nope. Nope. I don't trap dogs. I'm not trapping dogs. I can't do it. I will be a mess. I will be in a straitjacket if I start trapping dogs and rescuing dogs. I can't do it. In a sense, dogs need more care. Cats are, for the most part, pretty self-sufficient. I mean, they deserve loving, good homes. They really do. They're good kitties. I had mentioned something about Christine, who works with Kitty Connection, having one good hand. So one of the cats that I trapped, that is Crybaby Brat's sibling, we have named him Jaws. Well, Christine has named him Jaws. He is ferocious, and he probably will never get a home. He's been neutered, got his rabies shots, but he attacked her hand and bit her so deeply. He wounded her. She, cleansed it and stuff, but it ended up getting very infected. She ended up in the emergency room for 2 or 3 days. She's out of work. She's also a linguist like my son, but for the Navy. And she had to take leave from work. She got all these stitches right up her thumb, up into her thumb, from like down here up. I don't know if that showed up or not. She got attacked, and so she named that cat Jaws. And it attacked her again through a glove. She said, okay, that's it. So she dropped him back off in the colony. He doesn't live with the colony. He lives outside of the colony. He never did. When we trapped him, he was outside of the colony. So I think he might be too vicious, and mean, and the colony won't accept him in. I don't really know. I don't know how colonies think. I can't pretend to know. Anyway, so I just want to say that I'm going to be asking for more money, and I just want people to understand that this is delicate, and this dog is going to need some help. I'm going to get back to some people who want to offer food. Remember, G does not have a stove. He doesn't cook. He couldn't cook. There's no way he could. And so he microwaves food. So he eats microwavable food or food that doesn't need to be cooked. He can't open cans. So just let that be known. And I'll figure out a way to take food donations. I'm not sending a bunch of different people to his house. I'm not doing it. It just doesn't feel right. Somebody offered to come and help take care of him. I've got to get back to her and the dog. So she sounds experienced and knows what she's doing. So I got to get back to her. Please, if I've reached out to you and I can't remember how to get a hold of you, please reach out to me. There was so many comments, and there's more. I haven't gone back into it. I can't. It's too much. So I just want to tell the story so you'll understand. And I hope that you can be compassionate and non-judgmental, and just keep your heart open, and have faith that I'm doing the best I can, and it will all be taken care of. And I need to let a couple people in to help. I know that. So I will do that. Okay. All right. I've taken up enough of the public's time. I appreciate your time and your understanding and your willingness to help. God bless you, and love and light to all.